Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Amnesia Crowd, continuing Iki's happily ever after story. I guess the after story in Crowd, whatever. So yeah, we'll see what happens. It should wrap up in this part, but we know we'll get the end credit and the after scene, and it'll take like 3 hours. So anyway, so this is Iki's company. It's a pretty building, but still. And we got Sawa to help too. And the fan club girls. Oh my god. Amazing. So many have gathered here. After the talk with Rika and Kent, after the interview and a briefing about our work, we were able to get employed by Iki's company. It was relatively smooth up to getting employed, as we had Rika's recommendations. It seems they're so understaffed that they want any help at all, so they asked us to come right away, even if we're inexperienced. The chances of that happening are bullshit. It's an entry-level job. Do you have 22 years experience? I know, because it's an entry-level job. Yeah, but we need you to have 22 years experience to get the job that you need in order to get the experience. To get the job that you need the experience to get the job. Like, it's just a fucking circle. You're like, it's an entry-level job. Yeah, but I'm not getting 20 years experience for entry-level. Below me, dude. That's bullshit. But whatever. Oh, and a master's degree. It's data entry? Yeah, but you don't know how to type unless you have a master's degree, because you haven't been doing that since elementary school. Or younger. Like, Jesus Christ. So this is bullshit, is all I'm saying. This is the most far-fetched part of this. If they're in a situation where they're this understaffed, then every day must be incredibly busy for Iki. The work may not be something that requires specialized knowledge, but I have to do my best so I can be even a little helpful. Everyone, thank you so much for gathering here in this busy time. And now then, I'll show you the way into the office building. Please inquire the person in charge for any details. Please inquire with the person in charge for any details. You don't inquire the person. Although, that makes sense, but that's just for some reason not the way you phrase it. I heard it'd be simple office work, so that's why I came to help. This is all just numbers. To my left numbers. To my right numbers. I have a phobia of numbers. What shallow thinking. And this is a situation you could have predicted when you were the first to ask to help out. I'm a mathematics research student and Iki specializes in accounting. You do understand that point, don't you? Right, of course. You're absolutely right. I wish I was hearing Japanese. Good grief. Look carefully. The data that I've handed to all of you are the ones I've already finished checking. And there's no need to worry, whether it's numbers or even in English. You simply need to copy them over. Even when you seem dim-witted, you can do at least that much, yes? How could you say I look dim-witted? Kent, this is the first time we've met, right? Well, yes, what about that? It doesn't change the state of your mind. Macy, are you okay? It looks like entering stuff into that PC is a lot of work. Sawa, I'll talk to you later. It doesn't look like you're okay. Do your best. Yeah. Is this good? Wow, that's amazing. It's super close to Rika's sample. We have to take these 200 pages and bind them together before their meeting. It's a lot of work, but with our solidarity, this is nothing, right? Of course! Everyone, please copy this manuscript additionally as well. We got another one. If we just remember that this is all for Iki's sake. That's right, we can work hard. Everyone, I know this is a lot of work, but let's do our best. Right. You've been working a lot for a while now, haven't you? Don't collapse or anything, okay? I don't want it to seem like we're bullying you or anything. I'm fine. Let's do our best. I'm not fine. And I was nice. I was taking it out, right? Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm so tired today. Like, this is a struggle, I gotta be honest. But, like, I'm getting behind, so, like, I can't take a day off. And I'm like, oh, it's gonna be hard because I'm gonna be yawning the whole time. I don't know what it is. Anyway. My goodness, great work, everyone. I was worried since I'd heard you were students, but you've all been working very well. Oh, wow, a handsome older man. I mean, thank you. We're doing our best. I heard you're all friends of that rumored newcomer. Rumored newcomer. It's not a rumor that he's a newcomer. To think he has such cute friends. My opinion of him's improved a little. Don't flirt with the teenage girls, bro. They're in college, so, like, whatever. I'll be counting on you all for a while. Make sure you shred up any paper you've finished using. Good night. What did you just say? Did you say your opinion of him improved a little? Don't get so full of yourself, Baldy! Everyone, thank you so much for your help today. We should get going home. A handsome older man. Don't get so full of yourself, Baldy! There's like two different girls, I think, but still. What's wrong with you? Aren't you frustrated Iki's being ridiculed? If we fight here, it'll just make the situation worse. Let's go home for today. That totally pisses me off! Iki's really smart and kind and really cool too, you know. An old fart like him doesn't understand anything about Iki. You're right. I'm sure the people at the company will understand that soon too. So let's do our best tomorrow as well. Fine. We'll work super hard tomorrow too and show off the inner strength of the Iki fan club. Just you wait. It's gonna be weird for your husband to have a fan club. And he's not like a celebrity. I mean, I guess Iki in this situation is like one, but not one. He like, okay. Ew, getting late. I wonder if Iki will come home in the middle of the night again today. I should have texted him. He's already home. Wondering where you've been. I'm home. Welcome home. Iki! Came home? You're early. Yeah, I was able to finish early today. It seems like some new part-time people joined on. Is that so? I should have texted you. I was taking a little nap. Oh, stop saying the word nap, because now I want to. Rika said that she wouldn't tell him, but maybe it's for the best that I let him know. I don't want to give a weird lie for why I was late coming home either. Iki, about the part-time people at your company. Huh? Sleeping while standing up? Iki? Iki, are you okay? Huh? I'm fine. Sorry, I'm gonna go to bed first. Yeah, good night. Iki, that's the kitchen! Well, if I can sleep, anywhere's fine. Your bed's closer. Please go to your bed. Right. That's a pot there! Ah! Hot! Sorry, did I splash it on you? Sweetie, let me take you to bed, okay? Because you can't handle this. I'm fine. It got on your hands, didn't it? But please cool it off right away. Then it was just a little bit. No, you have to. It'd be terrible if they became blisters, even when you're so busy every day. Here, I wet a towel. Please use this. I'll bring over some ice. I know I'm fine. I'm awake now. More importantly, come over here. And let me see if you're hurt. I'm fine, so... My heart really does start pounding when I look at him this close. Spacey, does it hurt somewhere? My heart. Oh, no. Oh, Iki, I feel like your cheek is a little red. And now that you say it, it did get on my face, too. I'll bring over one more towel. It'd be terrible if it left a mark. And this much is fine. I'm not a woman, so it doesn't matter if my face gets some scars. That's not true. You have prettier skin than I do, Iki, and also, maybe I want my man to be beautiful and gorgeous, so don't tell me it matters if I get a scar, but you can get one. Excuse me! Whatever! I didn't marry you for your blemished face. It needs to be... I'm just kidding. But like seriously, like, oh, women have to, you can't have a scar. Maybe you shouldn't either then. Like, oh, rude. Yeah, it's so funny. He's like, maybe if I had horrible scars, people would stop looking me in the face and then getting swooned by my eyes, and like, just wear your sunglasses at work. You know, seriously, just, I think you're being too humble. Maybe put colored contacts in when you go to work. Maybe that would like, maybe it's the color or something. Like maybe that would do something to the effect, because you know, colored contacts, like when you put them on, you're like, everything is slightly tinted, whatever color. You know, kind of got to get used to it. It's not like the same, because like the pupil area is obviously not as like, it's not as big as what your pupil can get, so like you can sometimes see the color, you know, when you put them in, you're like, everything is slightly purple, and then it goes away, but like you get used to it. But you know what I mean, like if you had like a colored contact and a not one and you're blinking back and forth, you could tell the difference because it's slightly, the color's tinted, you know. So like just maybe that effect would do something to the magic of your eyes. I don't know, you don't know, did you try it? Because if sunglasses block, or is it just because people look at, like, I don't know, you gotta try some shit, man. Troubleshoot. Come on. You know, just like, oh, my computer's broken. No, you turn it off, turn it back on, you know, throw it, whatever. Troubleshoot your fucking eyes. Anyway, I think you're being too humble. It isn't that I'm being too humble. I've always thought you had pretty skin, and that I'm jealous. And there's nothing good about a guy having pretty skin. Yes, there is, because women deserve to look at pretty skin too. Jesus. What the hell? Like, we've got to be beautiful and luscious and everything, and you could be all, like, scarred up, dirty, and hairy? I don't fucking think so, man. Alright? Some people might like that, some people don't. But, like, women all have to look. No, maybe some men like hairy, scruffy, scarred up women. You don't know. Seriously, Iki. Jesus Christ. Respect my preferences, okay? Oh, good lord. I can't. I'm too tired. I'm too tired for all this. In fact, it'd be great if my face did get scarred up. See, okay. Now he's thinking because of the eyes. What? I sometimes think that way. I wonder if I scarred up my face, that this sort of thing wouldn't happen, even if I still have these eyes. After all, even if my eyes cause you to lose your sense briefly, if my face was different from your expectations, you'd snap out of it, right? Again, try colored contacts. At the very least, people won't end up acting like the girls in the club, like they have a drug addiction. And then I might as well just... Iki, please don't. Even if it feels like something that's in the way you... Even if it feels like that... Okay. Even if it feels like something that's in the way to you, for me it's an important part of you. I can't read today. I'm tired. Even without doing something like that, we'll find a way. I'll do my best to find a way. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I hurt you again. Even when I don't have the courage to hurt myself, what am I even doing? You haven't hurt me. Are you sure? You look sad. I'm not hurt, but when you're feeling hurt, I feel sad as well. Iki, are you holding in anything painful? If anything's happening, please tell me. I'm fine. Even if I'm not fine, there's no point in me complaining to you. Iki, I'm sorry. I really am acting strange today. Could you leave it as me still being half asleep? I'll sleep already. Hey, Spacey, I'd like a pillow to hold. A soft and warm one. Then, if you're still awake after I finish changing, I'll give you a pillow to hold. Good night. Thank you. I'll see you in a bit. I'm assuming by pillow you mean body pillow, and by body pillow you mean me, my body. Iki's eyes surely must be stronger than any of us think they are. Those eyes won't allow him to live in a quiet environment. They still won't... Oh, they'll still continue to grant that childhood wish he made of wanting to be popular with girls. If that's the case, then no matter what environment he ends up in, that power won't disappear unless he really, really makes a wish that he doesn't want to be popular with girls anymore because he has a wife that he loves. I'm just saying. Again, I feel like Crowd forgot that we got married at the end of Later, but I didn't. And I'm going to keep reminding us because the game just seems to have let it go. In fact, it may just keep increasing in strength. But the thing is if that was the case, so let's just say he was like, okay, I made this wish and it came true, and it's like, well, now you should not want that anymore. And if you made the wish to undo it, it should work because now it'd be more earnest than when you made it as a child. Just saying. Iki? Iki, are you asleep? Iki, I love you so much. Please allow me to protect you. Even if I can no longer be a girl who your eyes don't work on. Please let me stay by your side. March 13th. Cubby! Line up! Hold! Junk. Cubby! Line up! Hold! Junk. Hey! Your stapling is slow! Yes, I'll do my best! This is some amazing teamwork. I have to work hard too. Sama, your copying skills are quite noteworthy, but you tend to make many mistakes. Considering the effort to correct your mistakes and edit it once more, it may be better to lower your speed and reduce your mistakes, so that you can gain better performance overall as a result. And Sawa, are you listening to my instructions, Sawa? You're only picking on me! This is bullying! Bullying! Seems like those two are starting to get along. Alright, I'll keep on speeding up. Okay, and I'm just saying, we don't need like 20 minutes of this. Like, I mean, we get the point, okay, we're gonna have a couple days and a few little things, but we don't need to do that. We're like, it's been an hour and we're still doing, you know what I mean? Like, a little bit of this, like, to show that we're helping and, like, time passes, but we don't need, you know what I mean? Like, this is one of those things that's gonna be like this. Well, we wanted to fluff it out, so we made 30 minutes of filler of just doing office work. You know? I am so tired. You and me both, girl. We'll be heading up first, then. Great work. I'll leave once I find a good place to stop, so please go on ahead. You should go home whenever, too. Okay, good night. Are you alright? I'm finished over here, so I can help you. No, you should go home too, Sawa. I'll be leaving once I finish with this page, too. Oh, so that part was still left over. It's just a little more. You've been quite the help. About the manuscript you're working on right now, could you switch it to this one here? Oh, yes, I understand. Sorry about this. If there's anything you don't understand, just send me an email. I'll be heading out now. Good night. Those have already finished. Hurry and go home already. Good night. Good night. See, he reprimanded you, so you should go home, Sawa. I'll finish this up quickly, too. I'm worried. Couldn't Iki come back to the main office? If we disturb Iki, then there'd be no point to all this, you know? Then Toma, if you called him, he'd fly over. If I called Big Brother Toma, then Iki wouldn't like it. But perhaps I should give him a quick call. He's helping out with the work at Meido no Hitsuji, since he said he could fill in whenever's understaffed. I have to thank him. I'm glad for you. You're happy that you're able to help with Iki's work, right? Yeah. Then you better finish up quickly. I'll be heading up first. Good night. Alright, I'll finish this quickly as well and head back home. And Iki will be there already. 1 hour later. 2, 3, 10 pages for 12 people. Yeah, that should be alright. Nobody's around anymore. I should head home now. What strong rain? When did it start pouring like this? The weather report didn't say anything about it. But it should stop soon if it's like this. I'll wait out the rain here a bit after I press my timestamp. Windows are drenched, like the inside of a bathroom. Wonder if Iki's already made it back home. I should text him to let him know I'll still be a bit late. He's calling. Oh, my phone. It's Toma. Oh, it's from Big Brother Toma. Big Brother Toma. I feel like she's saying that sarcastically, because if you call him Big Brother Toma one more time, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Like 3 times in the last second. Oh, hello. Are you still at the office? Can you talk right now? Yeah, I pressed my timestamp, so I'm alright. Also, no one's here anyway. So, like, I was just thinking of calling you later. You have perfect timing. I got a text from someone. She said you were in detention. I was wondering if you were okay with the rain and all. Big brother, it's not detention, it's overtime. Right, of course. So, do you think you can get back home? Do you have an umbrella? I'm fine. It looks like it should stop soon, so I'll wait out the rain, then go home. More importantly, thank you for putting in part time, even though you're busy. How's Maito no Hitsuji? Well, I think I'm doing well enough despite being a newcomer. So the shift leader's younger than us, huh? Ah, so Shin was there. He's a calm and kind person, isn't he? Do Shin and Toma not know each other in this world? I thought Shin, Toma, and I all always knew each other in every world. What? That type of person who is that the type of person who's kind to girls? I thought he was kind of abrasive, but maybe he's not like that towards you. He words things a little harshly, but he's a serious and responsible person. So Toma and Shin don't know each. I can't keep track of who knows who in what worlds. But like Iki and Kent were always like together. There were always a pair. But I thought Shin, Toma, and I were always the thruple kind of thing going on. Like we were always childhood friends. But now Shin and Toma don't know each other in Iki's world. It's really confusing. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like there are things. I know that like with Mine in some worlds we're friends, in some worlds she hates us. In the Kent world, she kind of hated us because she thought we were in love with Waka, right? And Waka's different in every fucking world. He's got a different personality. But like, I thought there were some things that were consistent. Like, I'm pretty sure Kent and Iki were always together. I don't think there was a world where they weren't. And like, so it's just really weird. Like, okay, all right, well, whatever. Huh? Now I'm kind of curious. I'll try talking to him a little more tomorrow. Yeah, more so than me. Are you all right? This is your first time doing any sort of company work, right? It is. I might not be doing as well as everyone else, but I'm doing my best. People at the company are being very kind to us, and everyone working part time with me are fun. I see. That's good then. But you sometimes say that you're having fun when actually pushing yourself. Rely on me before you pass out, alright? Yeah, thank you, big brother Toma. More than thanks. I look forward to results. Spacey! Uh, Iki. I knew it was Iki coming in. Come on. Iki, there's an explanation for this. Is that Toma on the phone? Sorry, but could you hang up? I want to talk to you. Toma, I'm sorry. Iki's here, so I'm gonna hang up. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Then I'll see you later. Hurry and go to bed. Iki, I'm sorry I was late in letting you know. I've actually been working part-time at the company and... Yeah, I generally understand the situation. I heard from my supervisor. He told me how the new part-timers all seem to be friends with me. I thought it was most likely the girls from the group. When I heard a girl with your features was here, I was shocked. So then I hurried back over here. So he really was talking about you. My features? So there were people at the company who remembered me? I'm sure there's plenty of people who do. And my superior was praising you a lot too, saying you were cute and hardworking. Any guy with the slightest appetite would lay their eyes on you from the first day. I mean, thanks. I shouldn't should be saying that to Iki, but like, no, thanks. Iki, when I thought that even now there might be someone by your side, I couldn't feel reassured until I saw your face. Are you... Excuse me, what is happening? Oh, are you... Spacey, do you understand just how much jealousy I'm feeling right now? Maybe this is the part that, like... Because, like I was saying, it wasn't a Tomakin. It was somebody else on Twitter, I think, that was talking about how Iki is their favorite and they just hated what they did with him. But, like, up until now, like, he's been a little, like, sad about his eyes thing. But, like, I feel like that's, like, a common thing. And, like, it's not too bad. So it's like this, he's being super jealous. And it's like, okay, I mean, that's a little odd to be so jealous that I'm here to help you out. And someone said you were cute and I'm really jealous about it. I mean, it's odd, but I don't think it's anything that you're, like, so you could again, this is the first instance, you know? And I don't think it's something like, oh my God, why would you make him this way? And it's horrible. It's more like, yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't quite fit and it's a little weird that you're kind of throwing this in there. But then again, every single one of these has been like, there's a lot of needless shit in here just to kind of pad it out. Instead of making it cute, fluffy, like whatever, it's like, it's unnecessary. So I'm not surprised they put some kind of unnecessary kind of drama in here like they did in Toma's. Like, okay, final chapter. Okay, it's the after story. We had to put some unnecessary fucking drama instead of just getting a wedding. We had to put some unnecessary fucking drama in there. And you're like, why? It's late at this point. And that's like the whole point of these after stories. There's unnecessary shit. It's a lot of filler, a lot of cardboard fucking filler, and not a lot of fluff filler. We want the fluff filler that's what we're looking for. You know, the pillow stuffing, not the fucking packing peanuts. But we're getting packing peanuts, you know? And I feel like this is like an unnecessary drama thing of him being super jealous because someone said I was cute. It's like, but like, okay. I'm not mad about it though, because like, we'll see. But like, this is like, okay. But it's been like, it's not like he's been this way through the whole route where you're like, oh my God, get over it. It's one weird thing where you're like, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make sense, but then this whole, none of this after story really has any purpose. And again, it's not even like the purpose is just be fluffy. It's not. It's packing peanuts. Most of it's like a little bland. There's not a point for 90% of it. They did a bad job at, let's do an after story and we got to put a little bit of drama, but we'll make it mostly fluffy. It's like, it's not though. I'm going to work and I'm barely talking to Iki and then he's and it's like, that's not fluff. It's just, we're here and it exists. You know? I think so far Iki's has been less boring than Toma's. Toma's was really fucking boring. But they're all kind of unnecessary, which is just sad because I like these characters. But at this point, it's like, maybe we could have stopped with later. I do like the stupid, like, working thing with crap. Like, I like that. You gave me stupid, freaking pointless little hour snippet, but this you're trying to give us more content, but it's like, it's all just filler and nothing makes any sense. And it's just, you did a bad job with it, is all I'm saying. Like, it could have been done better, fluffier, cuter, you know. Like, the suspense stuff. That was slightly pointless, but it was kind of fun, a little dramatic, and like, okay, cool, done. And then this is like, it's supposed to be the after story, so it should just be fluff, and it's unnecessary, bad written drama. I don't know, you know? This should have been the good stuff, and this is like the bland stuff, which is just weird. But anyway.
You're getting along with Toma and Sawa in a place I'm not aware of, laughing with a face you don't show me. Just now you had a very fun, happy expression on your face. Are you even aware? But all I do is make you sad, and I continue to hurt other people. I start thinking that you'd be happier if you weren't with me.
I mean, okay, and again, this, I kind of understand what's happening here, and it's not, like, even this kind of slight drama, this I kind of understand, because it focuses on him, and it's like, no, that's not the case. But I have a feeling they're going to drag it out. Longer than it needs to be. That's not true.
If you say it's not, then look over here.
Can't be angry with his voice right now.
My eyes. And they're working on you, aren't they? I thought it was strange lately. These are working on you, aren't they? You'll end up saying unexpected things if you meet my eyes like this, won't you?
It's not.
If you insist it's not true, then try saying it. Try saying you want me to let go. I don't want to let you go. I'm thinking I might be fine with messing you up here and now.
Messing you up here and now. That sounds a little more dramatic than I think they meant it to.
When I say something like this, you don't want me to let you go, do you? Don't you want to say I can do whatever I want? Even like this, can you tell me to let you go? Normally you'd say it. Hey, Spacey,
please let me go.
Try saying it more strongly.
Let me go. No, you don't have to let me go.
I see. I figured as much.
That's not it. That's not what I meant. It's true that your eyes are working. I'm sorry I kept quiet about it. It's true that when we're like this, my heart feels painful. I space out, and I feel like I might say strange things. But it's not like that. The reason I don't want you to let me go isn't because of your eyes.
Is that so? You've got strange taste. At this rate, I might end up doing something rough to you, you know.
Hopefully not in the office, because I feel like that's a one-way ticket to getting fired, buddy. As sexy as it is in like an anime or or whatever in a fantasy setting, in reality, you don't do shit like that at the office, dude. There's probably cameras and crap. Like, you're gonna get fired. You know? It's kind of like you don't have sex with your teacher. That's just wildly inappropriate, whether you're the teacher or the student. Either way. But like when you're watching it in a TV show, you're like, I mean, whatevs. You're like, that's inappropriate, but all right, okay, I'll allow it because it's fake. You know what I mean? So like this in this setting, you're like, don't. I mean, at the same time, sure, like just knock everything off that desk and go to town, but also don't because you're gonna get fired. Like, I'm on that line. Like, I understand that in the fantasy sense, knock everything off the desk and go to town, but in the reality, don't. You're gonna get fired, dude. Like, I can't separate that right now. Even then, it's fine.
They seem to be working very well.
Not like that. Because I love you. Because I love you so much. Even if I get a little strange because of your eyes, that doesn't change. I think that both sides of me are the real me.
Both sides of you.
I heard from Rika, even if your eyes work, everyone acts in their own way. Your power makes anyone who meets your eyes feel like they've fallen in love, yes? I'm in love with you, Iki. Now and always, I'll be in love with you. Whether I can see your eyes or not. So even if my reason gets a little weaker when I look into your eyes, I think it's the same as my feelings of love for you. And I think it's this. Okay, so like, if they're married, I mean, they should be, because later, hello, did we retcon that? But like, if she's like, okay, I'm just not ready for the intimacy thing. I could see him now being like, okay, but now you're saying like throw you down on the desk and take you because that doesn't sound like you. And she's like, yeah, but you know what? Maybe it should be. Because like maybe I'm ready for that. You know what I mean? And I feel like whether his eyes were working or not, if that was the scenario and she was like, let's do it, he'd be like, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on? What are you on? Are you on drugs? Because this isn't like you. She's like, maybe it is like me. Just been holding back. You know? Anyway, even if I end up doing something bold that I usually wouldn't seem to do, I'm sure even that's me as well. Nikki, love you. I love you so much I can't help myself. So that's why I act strange. Maisie. Love you. Really love you. Love you. Do you think maybe she loves him? Not quite sure.
Spacey! Stop! I'm gonna lose my mind. I'll end up getting the wrong idea. If you're going to say you love me, say it with your eyes closed.
Nikki, I love you. He looks like psychotically happy right now. CG. I'm sorry, did I forget to mention there was a CG? Oh my god, whatever. I'm too tired. Please don't separate what I say between being because. Please don't separate what I say between being because of your eyes or not. What the that is. I'm sorry. Is that not a not sentence? That's. Anyway. Because no matter which side, I love you. It's all the same. So even if your eyes work on me, could you let me stay by your side?
Then you be the one who wants to leave my side because my eyes are working on you. Even if this power's directed towards you, even then you want to stay with me.
Just let me be by your side. Because I love you. Oh, okay, she does love him. Okay. I wasn't getting that from her saying it like 37 Sorry.
So many times are you going to save me like this, I wonder? If I were to ever let you go, I might end up breaking. Just stay beside me. Please stay beside me. I'm sorry. I can't find the words. I love you. I love you.
Again, I'm wondering if the feeling's mutual here. Like,
I'm sorry. Even when we promised we'd support each other, in the end I was carrying it all on my own. When I thought that my eyes might be working on you, I ended up losing sight of your feelings. I was simply scared you'd run away from me. But if you love me, then I'm not afraid of anything any longer. I don't care what other people think. The reason I love you so much I can't help it isn't because my eyes work on you or not. I love you because it's you. I love you.
I love you too. Will you understand?
Yes, I understand. But thank you. I won't be lost anymore. And never again will I question your feelings.
See, and like this, like, so they made him a little jealous, and then we had like this little moment, and that's fine. Like, to me, that doesn't bother me. But we've had this fluffy thing. We've kind of resolved our conflict. We should get the end and then do our end chapter, but they're going to drag it on for another fucking hour. When this is like a nice place to kind of like end this little scenario, or should even have a little wrap up. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to go on. It's going to be 20 minutes of like popcorn peanuts. So, again, March 30th. We don't need this, probably. Unless it's like, oh, everything got better and blah, blah, blah. And again, a little wrap up, a nice little bow, but they're just going to keep going. And you're like, where the fuck is the end of this? Like,
And now then, I should get going.
yeah, I'll be going soon after you too.
Miss Maisie, are you coming to my company today?
I am. It seems like they've been able to find the next part-time workers, so we'll be done after today. Your internship period's over today too, isn't it? You did a great job.
Thanks. I'm glad it looks like I'll safely be able to attend the initiation ceremony next week. But getting along with the company people, still a long way from now.
You're right, but you're a hard worker, and I'm sure eventually they'll come to understand you.
Yeah, I hope so. But I think I should just stop waiting all the time. And today, during my speech after my internship ends, I might cause a stir, but if possible, I'd rather you didn't watch. I'll make sure not to cause you any trouble.
I don't mind at all if anything affects me. But please don't push yourself.
And don't worry, I'll only do what I can. And because you love me, I was able to hold a little confidence in myself. Please just remember that.
See, like, okay, so I don't get what they were complaining about, like, on, like, oh my god, he's so jealous, and what did they do? It's like he had that brief fucking moment where, okay, maybe it doesn't really make sense. You're like, alright, doesn't quite make sense, but, like, we had to throw a little thing, and then that was a little breakdown, and alright, whatever. But again, 90% of this is packing peanuts, and, like, we get a little few moments here and there, and it's like, it is what it is, but I hate to say they're unnecessary, but the after stories are unnecessary. They did them kind of dirty. They just did quick things and they tried to do more with it. They just fluff. That's all we want. Just stupid, goofy, little fluffy scenarios. Like, you know, I feel like other games fan discs, when they give us fluffy scenarios, are just that fluff. You're like, there's not much going on. Or there's a legit plot. These are like kind of all over and you're like, what's the point of this? There isn't. You know? Because now we're doing this and you're like, there's no point to this. We had to have that little breakthrough moment, and again, is it going to wrap up now or in an hour? Good morning. It's just, it gets a little bland. Oh, it's you. Good morning. Until the end, you're never late. It should be expected, but I simply can't hide my surprise that there exist people who find it difficult to do the expected. Could it be that Sawa is... She just called saying she'd be 5 more minutes late. Good grief, she's quite troubling. I'm sorry, I'll talk to her as well. Please do so. Well, today it seems we'll mainly be doing the passing on work, so we'll be doing the passing on work, like passing on the work, basically. So it shouldn't affect too much. If we finish early, we may be able to see Ikkyu and the others' presentation as well. Presentation? Did he not say he had a little speechy thing? It seems the next term newcomers will be giving a presentation of an overview of their internship. You could call it a place to introduce and promote oneself. I see. So that means Iki's gonna do something at that place? No, there's no point in worrying over it. For now, I'll concentrate on work. And then we're gonna go, I'm sure. But it's weird, where, like, he's doing a thing. It's like you kind of, maybe you didn't know it was a presentation, but you knew he said something about his speech. So, like, and I was thinking that too. I'm like, You get an internship and then you do a speech? The fuck? I mean, I didn't really have an internship. I had a job, but part of it was in the very beginning, you were kind of in a tech program. It was supposed to be for like newbies fresh out of college who didn't know how to do like real world work. And I was like, I've been doing real world work for a long ass time. It was just new with my degree. So here's me being old as fuck in with like 23-year-olds. Like, okay, somebody get my walker. Yes, grandma needs help. The only benefit to that was like, I know how to use Microsoft Office Suite. Can I not have to take a goddamn class on how to write a fucking email? Because I've been doing it for a long ass time. Like, I know how to use Excel. Can I leave? So I didn't have to take those classes. Thank fucking God, because I'd have shot myself. Been like, oh my God. So like a lot of it, but you know what I mean? Like, but it's good for people who have never worked in an office before because it is a very vastly fucking different world. It's vastly different from like college to like business. So like you kind of need that like intro to business. Look, if I gotta take an intro to college fucking class when I go to college, you definitely need an intro to business course. Like when you get into the real fucking business world in corporate America, you need something. You know? Like, and sometimes you have internships, but like if you don't ever intern, but like, so that with the tech program, you were doing like little projects or doing stuff and like, you know, it was trying to, you know, supposed to help you. And like, so you did have to do presentations, but you did it to your like program people. And like, actually there were some other people there like that came in and you're like, these are important people that I've never heard of in this company. I still don't even know who any of them are because I can't remember that far back. But you know what I mean? They might not even work there anymore. But you know what I mean? And you give this little presentation on your project and do whatever and like whatnot. But it wasn't actually like real work. Does that make sense? Like, it's like, you know, when you're taking college courses, you're like, this isn't real work. I'm like doing fake accounting for a fake company, if that's what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, and in this, it's like, yes, I still did have work, but then you have all these courses and all these things that you're doing. And a lot of what we did in that, I didn't ever fucking use in my job. Only now I was trying to do something and the person that's helping me is like, I don't understand. I'm like, I think we might have had to register on this site for this program, whatever, for part of this course that I did all that. But like, why the hell wouldn't they have told you to use your company email and not your personal email? Because I don't think it was something I ever did in my college courses because I had an account and that was messing shit up. And I'm like, it was the first one that they ever did at this company. So like, you know, there were some kinks. There were a lot of kinks in it. I don't know if they have it worked out now, but like, whatever. But, you know, so it'd almost be like an internship and we had to do presentations, but like, I did do an internship once. It was totally different. And it was just working for a woman who ran her own business. So I guess that's why I didn't have to do a company presentation or anything. But it just seems weird because I'm pretty sure the interns that we have never do presentations. Like, they're like, here's some shit, do some work. like, I don't actually think we've ever had an intern. The fucking shit I do would be too complicated for an intern. Like, stop it. Like, God no. Anyway. Anyone who has the time, please listen. From now on, we'll have the newcomers give a presentation of the results of their internship, one by one. But this is so weird, a presentation of the results of your internship. I think it'd be good reference, considering you'll be working together from now on, so please listen if you have the time. Even for those who aren't getting a newcomer in their department, you may work together if you're reassigned. Those presented, keep in mind and take this seriously. Oh, it's starting. He said he didn't really want me to watch it, but I have work remaining, so I can't go outside. I'll do my best not to listen. Concentrate. Hey, part-timer over there! You can stop working, so you should listen for your future benefit. Huh? You mean me? Yes. Then first, from that end over there. Yeah. Okay, I hope we don't have to listen to all the presentations, just Iki's. Oh, he's looking over here. Is he saying you can listen? It's alright to listen, then I'd like to hear what Iki's planning to say. What exactly is Iki planning to say? Now then, this is Iki, who will be in charge of accounting here at the company. I've heard in the future he wishes to handle budget planning. For those standing above, they need popularity even more than ability. Iki, make sure to promote yourself properly.
Yes. And my name's Iki, as introduced just now. I worked in the budget department during my internship. I'm glad to meet you all.
Everyone's murmuring. They know about Iki. They heard bad rumors. Be your best, Iki.
Before my presentation, I'd like to take this opportunity in order to speak about something. I'm sure many of you have already heard about this, but since I began my work, many people who were working with me have resigned. Everyone working here has told me I'm not at fault, but to be honest, I feel a keen sense of responsibility for it. In actuality, I'm aware of the cause of this situation. Even if I explain this, I understand that it may be difficult for you to believe me, but
Could you imagine going and then some interns like, everybody who's around me quits because I have magic eyes? No, I think it's just because you're a douchebag. In this case, because he has magic eyes. But if someone told you this in reality, you'd be like, no, I think you're just a cunt. Straight up.
I'm actually in possession of a special condition.
Again, this sounds like such a douchebag fucking thing to say. Oh, I love Iki, but like when you do that, you're like, no, please don't, sweetie.
To explain it simply, it's a condition where women nearby me end up experiencing abnormal physical effects.
Seriously? Imagine this. Just imagine some douchey guy saying this. Just imagine anyone that's not Iki saying this, and you're like, wow, you're a douche. You're really full of yourself. I'm leaving now. Check, please.
How the effects appear seem to be different each time, but the main symptoms appear to be faster heart rate, shortness of breath, feeling faint, and rarely a sense of being intoxicated. Combining all these effects, there are those who say they end up feeling as if they've fallen in love. I spoke about this to the department person I was assigned to, but I knew he wouldn't believe me so readily. I know there's symptoms that can't be explained by any special condition, but it is the truth. I've taken a lot of measures up until now, but unfortunately none of them have been very effective. I know that wearing sunglasses reduces the effect by quite a bit, but of course I understand I can't wear sunglasses constantly while I'm working at this company.
I think they should let you, though. Maybe you have blue light tinted glasses or something.
However, at this rate I'll continue to make things unpleasant for everyone. And that's why I'd like to test something out.
I'm sorry. Did he just put a fucking bunny mask on? You can't wear sunglasses, but you can wear a bunny mask? What the fuck? This is what I come. This is what we needed. You're like, this pointless fluff. It's and then he puts this on, and you're like, all right, I'm invested now. I'm here for this. This is the kind of stupid shit I want to just keep you going. And you're like, where is this go? Oh, it's going here. All right, you got my interest now. What the fuck?
What about this? In this way, even if you can't see my eyes directly, is there anyone who feels short of breath or faint?
I do from laughing.
If we make it so you don't look at my eyes, I should be able to prevent negative effects.
You could just, again, wear sunglasses.
I believe you'll no longer worry over things like my face, height, or my body shape either. And do I possibly feel different to all of you than before? Could this change your impression of me?
I think it's gonna make people take you less seriously.
If you say that this is effective, then I'll spend my time at this company for a while like this.
You know, everyone's got to have a thing. You ever watch How I Met Your Mother? Or it's like one of the later seasons where like everybody's got to have a thing. They're not going to fire Donut Guy because he brings donuts. You got to have a thing. Then they're not going to fire you if you have a thing, right? So Iki's thing is Bunny Mask Guy. Have you seen Bunny Mask Guy? What? I'm Crazy Hat Bitch. Seriously, when I go into work, I do wear crazy hats. Not gonna lie. I saw a woman like I wore a beret a couple times because like those are low, whatever. But like I think I saw a woman wearing like just a little cabbie hat kind of thing, and I was like, huh. So I think I've told this story before. During COVID, I was talking to my boss. I'm like, that's when I really got into my top hat era. Okay, I've always had a hat thing, like fedora kind of hats, whatever. I've always like listen. Dudes took those and turned them into douche things, like douche accessories. But I was wearing them before that, and I'm a lady, so I guess it's okay, whatever. But it's still annoying that, like, don't turn things douchey. Like, I like hats. I look good in hats, okay? But like, I was one of my old bosses. I told I have a like, because I was wearing like a little like hat thing. It was not a fedora or whatever. I think it was just my beret thing. And I was like, yeah, I have enough hats. I can wear a different hat every day of the month. So he dared me to do it. I was like, well, not every outfit goes with a hat. He was like, oh, chicken shit, whatever, And then I kept thinking of this pirate hat I saw on Etsy, like the special order kind of one, like the woman would make it for you. And I was like, huh, I want to get one of those and wear it. And then over COVID, I was talking to my boss and I'm like, do you think I could that was when I started just ridiculously, I got bored, I guess. And that was my shopping addiction, was buying hats. I go through phases. Sometimes it's clothes and then it's shoes and then it's hats and then it's back to clothes and then shoes and then sometimes it's just everything, but whatever. But I was going through my hat era and I have so many fucking top hats now because I just bought so many. And I was like, you think I could wear these to work? No. My boss was like, oh, try it. And so I did when we came back to work. Especially during when you first went back the first couple of months, it was like free food. So me and the woman I was friends with would always go down to the cafeteria to get free food, and everybody was always like, I love that. And I'm like, okay, thanks. Then wearing hats helpful. The little cleaning lady, she's a little Japanese lady. And one day I was trying to put my hat on and she comes in the bathroom and she's looking at me for a second. Then she's like, and then she starts asking me about the hat. She grabs the little hat. She's like, oh, looking at the hat in the mirror, on her hat. And I'm like, she was getting all excited. I don't know. It's just things. And the cafeteria ladies would always just be really excited because I'd walk in and I wore the pirate hat. I did buy it. I did special order it. And I wore it the day our CEO came to our office because he's obviously normally in New York. And I was really hoping that he would see me, that I would run into him. Because I just really wanted to push my fucking luck. What's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to be like, yeah, I don't think you could wear top hats to work. Maybe don't. Okay. And then I don't. But no one said anything. I've been working from home for the last year because of blackout randomly, so I can't go to work. But other than that, I was definitely a crazy hat bitch. So Iki's got bunny face guy. Have you seen Buddy Boy? And I'm crazy hat bitch. So everyone's got to have a thing. Not gonna fire me. Crazy hat bitch. It's really impossible to get in my car in them, so I have to put them on when I get to work. So it kind of ruins things. Anyway. Long story of why 90% of this is me packing peanuts, and so I'm not sorry. Whatever.
In order to not cause everyone trouble, I'll hide my eyes, at least until everyone comes to understand it as a condition. I am tired of constantly being at the mercy of this condition. I don't wish to see those around me on edge because of me any longer. For that sake, I'm fine with being a little embarrassing. I sincerely hope you'll all seriously consider my proposal.
I think they should just let you wear sunglasses.
That's all for me. Thank you so much for your time.
Company staff. ... Everyone's unsure how to react. Please, everyone, please believe what Iki's saying. Kent? Iki, you truly are the best. And to think that one so concerned about your appearance would do this. As long as I live, I'll continue to pass down this story. Kent would too. He's gonna be kids, let me tell you about your great-great-grandpa.
Again, I'm grateful for your help, but don't pass this down.
I look forward to telling your children about this someday. I
just said not to.
You're actually a pretty funny guy. Good grief, this isn't a place for party tricks. I wasn't expecting a joke during your presentation. I had the impression you were more difficult to approach.
I know, like I said, this isn't a joke.
He's still saying it. This is what I come for, this fucking weird bullshit. Or Toma's thing with the cage. Just those little snippets. That's what you need. The whole freaking hour-long part should just be that. Just this bullshit fluff. Without the rest of the crap. Because this is good.
Well, I suppose this kind of reaction works too. It's fine either way, as long as they accept me. I've never been laughed at by people before, so I have no idea.
Yeah, but they're laughing at you as if with you. They're not like, ha ha, look at that idiot. They're like, you're a funny guy. It's different kind of laughing. Now then, everyone, thank you for your hard work. All of us worked quite hard. However, it was an experience worth all of the trouble, wasn't it now? Yeah, especially Iki's funny look. Indeed, indeed.
Now cut that out, you two. And exactly why are you acting like a teacher leading everyone, Ken?
It's natural to act as the oldest one here. I have a responsibility to watch over those younger so they don't cause trouble to society. Fucking Kent is like your grandpa already. Kent, you're not old enough to be everyone's grandpa. Simmer down.
And quit it. You're the most likely one to get carried away. But thank you for this time. Thank you for this time around. It was saved because of Ken and all of you. Although it really looked ridiculous.
Well, I'll accept that thanks. Although it wasn't my strength alone.
Spacey, both you and Sawa as well as everyone else. And thank you as well. You helped me.
We were able to help because of you. Oh, we were able to have helped you, right, Iki? I'm so happy. I never thought a day like this would arrive. Hey, Iki, everyone worked really hard.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. You too, Rika. Thank you for watching over me. And this time around, I'll give my thanks.
What? I could die happy. I don't know what her voice is. Oh, she passed out. Rika, are you alright? Forgot her voice for a hot second. It's hard to switch between Rika and Iki for some reason.
Would it be alright for me to pick her up in this instance? Rika won't start getting jealous afterward, will she?
There's no issue. I'll carry her. Looking after an adult woman will likely also be good for future reference after all.
Thanks. Sorry, Ken.
I'll go and look for some place she can lay down. Iki, there you go sighing again.
I'm sorry. When I think about how disgraceful I look to everyone, I'm embarrassed, sorry. I keep thinking if I could have done something more, and lots of different things.
I didn't think that you looked disgraceful. It was a brave speech, and I understand well that you'd be embarrassed, but you were very impressive and cool during your presentation after that as well.
Really? Thank you. Even if your comforting is obvious, it really heals my heart.
Being serious, you know? Your hardworking aside, your kind side, your serious side, your hardworking side, sorry. I love all of it.
You know, it always feels really easy to talk to you. And because I always feel like you're telling me the truth. But from now on, will it really be alright to take your words at face value? I don't think in the slightest that you're saying you love me is a lie or anything. What I'm worried about is, when I want to kiss you right now, can I take it seriously when you say it's alright? If I gaze at you like this, you'll end up agreeing, won't you? After all, my eyes are working, aren't they? If I end up kissing you now, do you think you won't be angry afterwards? What do you think? Your words just now will be fine. Here, look into my eyes. Say that you're all right with agreeing.
Iki, we're outside, so...
But you're not against it, right?
Not in a place like this.
Even though you're not serious. Don't be stubborn.
Iki, we can't.
You know, even if my eyes are working, you haven't changed much, have you?
I like how he's pouting now about it, though. Oh, now that you mention it, I guess so.
Not even if I look at you this closely. Here, look more at my eyes.
I like how he's like, how can I believe that what you're saying is really you and not my eyes? Look at my eyes. Come on, look at my eyes. Come on, let me kiss you. Come on. It's like, but you don't want me to be affected by your eyes, but now you want me to, like, make up your mind, buddy. My heart's thumping so much and it's painful. So let's stop this.
Wait. Can I test things a little? Just stare at my eyes, okay? I won't ask for anything strange.
Right.
It's fine if you whisper it, but could you tell me that you love me deeply? While you gaze at me. Come on.
Look at how devious he looks. What?
That you love me deeply. You do, don't you? Let me hear your feelings.
I can't do it!
That's quite a shame. I don't think these are actually working.
Could that be... Now that I realize it, I feel like my head doesn't feel as dazed as it did before. It's possible that your powers had briefly gotten stronger and now they've calmed down.
Briefly gotten stronger, did it? I do wonder why my eyes even started working on you in the first place.
This is only a guess, but I think because you were in a situation where you weren't as popular with women, your power was adjusted.
And my power was adjusted. By who exactly?
The power is an effect of your wishing that you'd be popular with girls, right? Which means since lately you haven't been as liked by women, your wish wasn't being fulfilled enough. If the power of your eyes are faithfully trying to grant your wish, then it most likely try to break out of that situation. I think it ended up working on people it usually wouldn't, and made sure that you were popular enough.
Wait, so you're saying these eyes adjusted its power output on its own?
That's what I think, but the weirdest conversation.
Huh, I see. And now that I recall, I feel like there were times it worked more or less strongly. So that means, since me being disliked was eased by today's presentation, my power calmed down to its usual level. So it's constantly making sure that I'm popular. Yikes, that's troublesome.
You're right.
I'm feeling quite the complicated mix of feelings. I'm both happy and disappointed. I thought I'd have fun with all sorts of mischief. I know, why don't we try testing a few things to see if it's really not working? If you feel too resistant toward kissing in public, then what about hugging? Or what about holding hands?
Iki, please don't experiment on me with that silly smile on your face. If you're going to experiment with me, put the bunny mask back on. I'm just kidding. Be fucking funny, though.
Spacey, do you remember what I said before? And that I wished my eyes worked on you. At this point, I've gotten very excited about the possibility of my eyes working on you.
I couldn't say that in one breath, sorry.
After all, if you don't know whether my eyes are working on you or not, your heart will always be fluttering for me, won't it? If I gaze at you closely like this, and that alone makes you long for me so much it's painful, doesn't it? Just imagining it makes me happy. Hey, when we get home, let's get in lots of kisses. You can't look away either.
Good grief.
I'm sorry, but I'm just happy, you know. You're the only girl in the world I can feel happy about my eyes working on. You said so yourself, didn't you? That even if you lose your reason because of my eyes, you're still yourself. I'm gonna believe those words. Even if my eyes start working partway through, I won't stop.
Either way, let's not do anything that would be of an eyesore for people.
All right, then. Then let's head back home. Aren't you looking forward to after we get back?
I am. Like I said before, please don't seek my consent like that. Okay, I was gonna say, this should be the, after story thing. We're just 3 years later. I mean, okay, obviously, okay, girl, if you have not had sex with him at this point, it's been 3 fucking years. Although, wait a minute. Well, this should be the final chapter. It didn't pop up. Final chap. But, it should be because, we had the little end credit thing. Anyway, I'm late. We're just gonna finish it in this part, so it's gonna be a longer part, obviously. Even though Iki's work ended early, to think I'd end up being the one staying later. He told me he's already arrived at the train station, but am I keeping him waiting? From his text just now, he said he'd be around the train station signboard. A lot of people, but Iki stands out, so I should find him soon. Excuse us. Are you alone? He's getting called on by a woman. If you'd like, would you like to join us? The person you're waiting for can come along too, so we'd love it if you did.
Oh, thank you. But I'll decline. I'm in the mood to spend today alone with my girlfriend. Sorry.
Girlfriend, hell, excuse me, but unless this isn't Iki, we're his wife. We got married at the end of later. The game has clearly forgotten that. I see.
And please have a good day.
Iki. Oh my god! I love it. I'm sorry, but I love 3 years later Iki. Look at the outfit, the hair. They did something slightly different with the hair, but it's still kind of the same, and he looks 10 times sexier. How did he get hotter? But he did. There is just something about this whole thing. I'm here for the. And they got. Oh my god, he doesn't have his typical, like, spade by the eye thing, but it's working for him. This is working. Pulling it off. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting.
Yeah, welcome back, Spacey. I wasn't waiting. In fact, you're just in time.
It figures. Handsome guys always have a girlfriend. Sorry for bothering you.
I'm sorry, Spacey. I thought lately I was getting called over less, but crowds aren't good. I always end up standing out.
I mean, for God's sakes, can you imagine? Whether your eyes work or not, you are hot as shit. There's something about the, like, whole outfit thing I'm digging. Okay. I do not hate their outfits, even in the original game where they were like all the buckles and snaps and the Hot Topic reject pile, like, literally, like, bargain bin sale clearance aisle, and they just rolled out with all the buckles, straps, and belts and things that makes no sense, and the two different length height boots and all the ties and everything. Like, all of it, like, I like it. Like, I like the aesthetic. It would be impossible to get into and you look ridiculous, but I'm here for it. The more flair, the better, okay? I'm into it. Like, as opposed to, like, I'm wearing t-shirt and jeans. No, I want the flair. Give me the buckle, snaps, belts, everything. Like, I love it. But, like, there is just something about this that's a little, like, he's got some kind of, like, sailor thing going on. I don't know what it is. There is something that just makes you think of, like, a little kid in a sailor suit. You're like, but it's, like, an elevated, but it's still a slightly sailor suit thing going on. And it shouldn't work, but it does. And I think it's just Iki's fucking gorgeous. And everything, and you're like, I'm getting sailor suit vibes. You just need the hat. But I'm into it. I don't know. Like, anyway.
I shouldn't have stopped in front of that station, so I'd have been able to see you as soon as possible.
It is what it is. After all, you're so attractive and wonderful.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I heard you very clearly. Could you say that again?
It was nothing.
Oh well, teasing you does sound enticing. Although we better get going to make it in time. Let's go, and give me your hand.
Yeah. Today, I graduated from university I attended for 4 years. At one point, it was a university difficult to attend because of my home situation. But thanks to Iki offering to share a room with me, I was able to safely finish attending. Even now, after losing my attendance as a reason, I'm still living together with Iki. We aren't married. Oh, yes, we are! Yes, we are! Game! This obviously is like, no, we're gonna retcon everything that happened in later. We got fucking married in that! So what the shit? Is this supposed to have been before that then? Like, I'm gonna need, like, it doesn't... It's like in between, because we were living together with him and we moved in with him and then we got married. So this is like in between later. It's like later started and then we did crap and then we went back over there. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You can't retcon that shit. But I knew that's what they were doing because I'm like, they seem to have forgotten. He's like, oh, it's almost like you're a new wife. Aren't we though? But no. So this is not in the same timeline. It is, but it isn't. It's like it's the after story, but like they're different. But everyone else's seemed like it could have fit together somehow, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, wait a minute. Like they all kind of fit. It wasn't like, you know? But now we're not married even though we got married I don't like that. It's like whoever wrote this doesn't fucking pay attention to the game that came out a year before. It's not that long ago. All right, that's annoying. Officially done with this. No, like, you know what I mean, though? But if you can't keep consistency, like, what the shit? Anyway, we are, but whatever. So I occasionally get some grumblings from my father about me going back to living alone. But I can't think of any other daily life than the one that's by Iki's side.
Welcome back, master and madam. And good evening, Maka. It's been some time. Master, I'm honored to see you once again. I'm very pleased to see that you're both in good health.
Good evening. Thank you for taking care of us tonight.
Madam, you look beautiful as always today. I will hold on to your stole. Now, please follow me. We've prepared so that the two of you may spend tonight alone. Please do take your time and enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.
I knew this would be happening, but having Waka welcome us like that is embarrassing.
It is. I'm still working here daily myself, so it all feels very strange.
I would imagine. When I see Waka's face here, too, I start getting anxious about when he'll yell at me.
Oh, I know, right? Still, to think we have the whole place rented out. It's wonderful to be able to eat out on a floor where there isn't anyone else.
It really helped that Waka listened to my selfish request. I thought it'd be difficult as it's the season for lots of customers. I can take off my sunglasses and relax in place with only Waka here. Quite luxurious.
Unless Waka all of a sudden decided he's bisexual. Or maybe your eyes made him that way. I'm into it. Oh, you're right. Outside we always have to worry about our surroundings, so I'm glad.
Pardon me. I've brought your aperitifs. I've prepared a rose-colored champagne, as the master has requested. Shall I pour it for you?
Please do. Wow, what a pretty color.
That's good to hear. It's your image.
Is that so? I'm glad.
It's strange. When I was working here, I never imagined a day would come where I'd prepare champagne for you. Putting in the feeling of going from Maiden no Hitsuji to graduation, I'd be happy if you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Congratulations on graduating, Spacey. I've been waiting for you, my lady.
Is he gonna, like... Are you serious? What's this whole production for a partner's graduation ceremony? Isn't he embarrassed? Is that just how he is? Shin, be quiet. They can hear you, you know. I'm saying it so they'll hear it. It's announcing my own existence. I'm letting him know I'm getting chills down my back. Well, I suppose having that conversation when he knows you're here, yeah, it's a bit uncomfortable. Jeez, maybe I should switch this white wine out with an old one. That's really kind of you. Why not just switch it with vinegar? You're a cruel one, aren't you? You two are so stiff, or it's more like your hearts are so narrow. You won't get popular like that. Mine, you know, weren't you the one constantly going on about Iki 3 years ago? Change your tune once you got a boyfriend. Your willpower's too resilient. It's a trick to survive that now. I can hear familiar voices coming from the kitchen. It's Shin, Toma, and Mine.
I apologize. It seems the waitstaff's making a ruckus. I'll go reprimand them.
Oh my god, we're gonna hear Waka yell.
Oh, don't worry about it. I was the one who said I wanted to see as many people as we know. However, their promise to accompany you was for you after your meal. I shall go beat them down after all. I know it's fine. Really. And more importantly, I'm glad to see a lot of nostalgic faces gathered here. And there's a lot of new people lately, aren't there?
Yeah, following Shin's suggestion, we made it so you can interact with various types of butlers and maids. The butler that recently joined is really popular. It reminds me of the time when you were here, little Iki. Is it the guy that was in Toma's route that showed up and is beautiful and we have no idea who or why?
Waka, does that kid have any interest in Spacey? Master, if you worry about that sort of thing, you'll never have enough hearts for it. And that figures. Well, it's fine. It seems our onlookers are getting impatient, so let's eat. Well, then please enjoy your...
I can't read that.
Your appetizers will be ready soon. And today you're no longer a student. I've been waiting a long time for this day. 3 years with both short and long. And thinking about it from here on, it was short, but waiting for it felt long. A lot happened during that time, but just like you promised those 3 years ago, you stayed by my side.
Yeah, would never leave you. You're gorgeous. Look at you.
I'm sorry I couldn't make it to your graduation ceremony. In reality, I wanted to whisk you away as soon as the ceremony was over.
Whisk me away? You had done something like that, I wouldn't be able to go to university anymore.
You don't need to anymore, remember?
Oh, that's right.
So did your father come to your graduation ceremony after all?
About that. My father brought my stepmother to attend together, and I talked to her a little, and then... My stepmother, she said she's pregnant. She said with my younger brother. That's fucking weird.
Wait, pregnant? That's amazing. If I remember, your stepmother's young, but your father's up there, isn't he?
He is. I never imagined I'd get a younger brother now of all times. Right, because your younger brother's going to be a few years old when you start having kids. And, like, that's fucking weird. I was very surprised. I almost fell over.
I see. So a younger brother. If she told you now, that means he'll be born around the end of the year.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
If we hurry for now, you could have a kid the same age as your brother.
Huh?
Have you never thought of wanting a child?
Iki is like straight. We have not had sex with Iki in 3 years. This man's got the patience of a saint. I'm just saying. There's there's waiting and then there's like withholding. I have thought of wanting one someday. But wait, me?
I've thought over a lot, but I'd like to have a child. If possible, a lot.
Okay, this is not the conversation I want to have with you. This is ruining it for me.
With just one boy, it might take you from me, and I'd be jealous. And with just a girl, I might end up using my eyes and making her a daddy's girl. So if possible, I'd like both. I like kids that look like you. I think whether a boy or a girl, they'd look adorable.
Can we not talk about the kid thing? Because this is ruining it for me. This is killing the vibe. You look less attractive every time you open your mouth and talk about kids. I don't like kids and I don't like it when games force babies on me. I really don't.
What do you think? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, then, it would be yours and my child, yeah? Look at the look on his face. And he looks like an awkward puppet in this CG. This should be such a good CG, and it's kind of terrifying. His face is so off. Like, it's so flat. There's something so wrong about it. I don't like it. Don't.
I said this 3 years ago, didn't I? That once you graduated university, I was thinking of proposing to you.
Too bad we already got married at the end of the other game.
And there were many times in the last 3 years that I wanted to make it official. I wanted to say that you were mine,
But then again, I don't remember in later, did we do that? And then that's 4 years later after university, so like this should be in between. But that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would they? Whatever. It just annoys me.
But just like I promised, I waited. Because I thought your feelings might change in those 3 years that passed.
Yeah, but maybe we should get engaged, married before we start talking about kids. So let's not talk about kids ever again.
I thought it might end up being painful to stay with me if you were being toyed around with my power. But now I won't hesitate any longer. You seem to be happy by my side, and I couldn't be happy if you weren't with me. And more than anything else, I don't have any more will to let you go. And that's why I want you to marry me.
You've already seen that, CG.
You feel the same way, don't you? You have no intention of leaving my side, right? Say yes.
Yes. I want to stay by your side, Iki. I want to hear about your work every day and have you teach me math. I'm sorry. I know Iki is an accountant, but Kent is the math teacher, so let's not talk about kids or teaching math. That's Kent's job. The teaching math, not the kids. No kids. And cook together while we spend our time together from now on. Whenever things are too painful for you, I want to be by your side. If I ever end up being sad, I want you to be by my side. I want to live together with you. Please marry me.
Thank goodness. My heart was about to break thinking the possibility you'd say no.
Mine too.
I know it may be very difficult, but even considering that, I'll promise you this. I'll make you happy.
Yes, I'll make you happy too, Iki.
Well, that's simple. All you have to do then is to stay by my side. After that, if you'd kiss me occasionally, or say that you love me, I don't think I'd have any complaints.
I'll do my best.
What would you like me to do? And now's your chance to request anything.
Not drag this part on with, this is like a cute little ending, even though I'm annoyed that we're getting engaged again when we got engaged and got married at the end of the last one, but whatever. But now we're having this cute little moment, and then it's going to be like a bunch of filler shit that we don't need. Like, this is the perfect ending. You know what I mean? I'd like you to tell me you love me. I want you to say it a lot.
As you wish. And then?
That's all.
Really now? Isn't that too modest of you? You can tell me not to meet with other girls, or not to text them, you know.
I am worried about how popular you are with women, but as long as you love me, then I have nothing to fear. That's why, please always tell me you love me. And honestly, you shouldn't be, like, texting random women anyway, but whatever.
I understand. Waka seems ready to bring us our appetizers. So this is a bit hard to say, but I love you. At this very moment, from hours ago, from when I woke up this morning, I've always loved you. I'm just teasing. Well, it's the truth, but this is admittedly too embarrassing. Waka, I'm sorry, but please go ahead and begin. Pardon me. Here's your salmon and roe oyako marinade, wrapped in a crepe.
Wow, how cute! I see. Roe is salmon eggs, so that's why it's an oyako marinade. Oyako marinade. Okay.
Yeah, but that's close to being a pun, so I think you don't really need to point it out. Besides, isn't this the menu that you usually serve anyway?
Oh.
Madam, you seem to be in such high spirits that even rolling chopsticks are amusing. I feel quite grateful that you came to our cafe on such a celebratory day.
Manager, thank you for watching over us.
Macy, Iki, I truly congratulate you both.
Hey, Toma! Wonder what he's trying to do by going to trouble of calling us here in order to propose. Wouldn't it have been better for one or the rest to wait a second and barge in or something? It's not like I like her or anything like that, though. She's more like a troublesome younger sister. Younger? She's a year older than you. Well, I get what you're trying to say. She has that younger sister feel. That said, I don't really have any intention of supporting even her proposal scene. I think Iki just wanted to show things off so he could bar any objections. You're the only one who thinks so twisted like that.
It sounds like they're having a lot of mixed emotions. Spacey, why don't we go and visit the kitchen a little bit?
Huh? But is that alright?
Please go ahead. Tonight's at your will, master. Shin, Toma, good evening.
What? Hey, why are the customers coming into the kitchen? Whoa, Iki! Hey, it's been some time.
A long time no see, both of you. I'm sorry for pushing to have you guys here today, even when you're busy. And there seems to be a misunderstanding, so I'd like to explain myself, but the reason I asked for you two to be staff was because I wanted you to take part in the party we're having after this.
Party? You mean for graduation?
Right, and also as a formal engagement celebration.
Well, that's fast.
I can't have a party without renting a place out like this after all, and I don't think we can invite people to the wedding. And that's why I wanted to have a celebration with nostalgic members, in this place where I have a lot of memories. Although it does make me feel tense knowing that you two won't be celebrating for us so wholeheartedly.
Well, to me, Spacey's like a younger sister as well as to Shin, so our gaze ends up being harsh.
You're right. I'll keep that in mind. But I like for you to celebrate with us because of that relationship.
That's... well, yeah. Iki! Thanks for inviting us here! Wait, huh? They appear not to be here. Maybe they were over in the office. Should I try calling out?
Let's wait here. I'm sure they must have plenty to talk about. Whoops, it seems like everyone else has arrived here too. And then our mellow enjoyment's at an end here. After this, let's have our all-out party, alright?
And this should kind of be it, like a little celebratory party, and then look at Kent! I love that. What are they doing with these outfits? They're like fucking like military uniforms or some shit. But I love it. I'm here for this. I kind of want that fucking jacket. Kent was our first round in Amnesia because it was like pick a world and it was like the clover world. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna choose that. My first tattoo was a 4-leaf clover. I love shamrocks. I love shamrocks and clovers. I love them. So like, I was going for that, and Ken put in that like, but like, look at him. He's adorable. Sawa and Rika didn't change at all. They were like, we don't need to change them. Only the boys. That's fine.
Ken, I've been waiting for you.
If it isn't Ikkyu, I've kept you waiting, and know that your life will end here. Wait, what's going on?
Seems they'll take some time. Let us women go ahead and begin first.
Yeah, they gotta have their little, like, man fight. I love it.
And now then, Spacey, please tell me about everything. Is it alright for me to give you my congratulations?
Yes. Like, little engagement party, everyone's happy, okay, cute. That's all we need. We don't need, like, filler in between, but they're gonna give us filler in between, probably, for no reason. The hell? So who's saying this? Oh, is it Orion, you think? Because it's, like, dark and it's at night and the cafe's dark, and I doubt it would be Ukyo, you know what I mean? So, like, I think it's Orion. I'm just gonna read it normal because I'm not sure. Someone's saying, Spacey, I really want to congratulate you today. I think it's Orion. I'm gonna read it like Orion anyway. Ta-da! I did my best and made it to where you are. Well, I appeared easily, but this was actually really hard to do, you know? First, when I possessed a dog, I almost got taken to an animal shelter. And the next one I tried being a cat, I almost got caught up in a four-way battle between the neighboring cats. In the end, it became a small Java sparrow, so I'm sorry I could only bring you a small present. In reality, I wanted to give you a flower bouquet so big you could carry. But I'm happy just to be able to see you like this again. Yep, I was able to see your happy face too. It's totally Orion. Oh, are you about to wake up? You don't remember me, do you? You'll be shocked to see a talking Java sparrow, huh? But it looks like you're still not waking up just yet. Good, good. So the present I bought you is a ribbon clasp that you can put on your wedding dress. It's an amulet that protects the safety and prosperity of a household that I asked my master to bless. It's special made. This is so adorable. Although the gods can't use their magic for the request of a spirit, so I don't know if it has any effect. Well, just think of it as a kind of lucky charm. And I can't go to your celebration, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to celebrate, and this is a message for you to be happy. Beezy, please be happy. You'll be happy, won't you? I'll forever and always be cheering you on. I'll be watching over you. And for now, this is all. Bye-bye. That's so cute, I want to cry. This is the kind of filler we need. We need shit like this. Why didn't this happen in every other one? Oh. You leave?
Spacey, are you awake? And don't get up too quickly. You drank quite a bit.
Iki?
Well there, are you okay? Does your head hurt? You slept for a while.
Sorry, have I gotten drunk?
You were drunk. In fact, you still seem drunk right now. See, you're leaning up against me way more than you ever would normally. Though I'm happy for it.
You're right.
Spacey, hang in there, alright? Huh, what do you have in your hand? A pendant?
This is a ribbon clasp.
Huh. Is the spade shape imitating me? It's pretty. This blue. I've never seen a stone like this. I wonder what it's made of.
Surely must be from the kingdom of the gods.
Oh, is that so? Why, you're quite the romantic today. Why don't you sleep a little longer? Everyone else went home.
Yeah. It feels fuzzy. Why did I drink this much again? I remember.
You seem to be dazed. Are you drunk or are my eyes working on you? You're so cute. If you don't get away, I might just tease you.
Iki.
Wait!
Oh, we've got the little ribbon clasp in our hand. Oh, hi. This is a good, nice CG. Look at that.
That kind of kiss. Where did you learn that? I taught you it, didn't I? You've gotten good. My eyes are working on you, aren't they?
No, maybe we just love you, goddammit.
Daisy, what's wrong? If you don't tell me, I won't know.
I love you. Sorry I haven't said it as much normally. I love you. I love you.
You're a dummy. Did you drink a lot just so you could say something like that?
Because usually I'm only able to say it in a small voice. Felt I needed to say it at least today. I love you, Iki. I'm so glad I'll always be by your side from now on. So happy you'll tell me you love me. It's been 3 years. I think we should have gotten up the stones to tell him this a little more, and we should be a little more comfortable with it, not so awkward about it still. This is the kind of shit that annoys me. It's like, it's been 3 years, and like, I just couldn't come on. I always like, oh, you, and I'm awkward about it. It's like, 3 years! Jesus! Iki. I mean, like, I'm not begrudging this moment. This is cute and all, but again, it's been 3 years, so like, what the shit?
Is it alright for me to say something so imprudent on the day I received a response to my proposal? But well, if it's a request from you, then I have to respond to it. I'll return this 100 times more. Why don't we do your favorite kiss? And this isn't enough yet, right? Macy, my wife, I love you dearly.
You're right, I really am your wife, not just in theory. We actually got married. This really should be the actual end of this thing, not a bunch of filler. It had the thing, you know what I'm saying? Because, like... But this says end, and the other thing had the credits, and then... Okay, no, this is the real end. Actual end, not like an after chapter thing. Okay, because it had, like, the... Automate thing, like, it had the little end card, and then it was like, okay, I clicked the button so we wouldn't go into a thing. But I swear Thomas was like, final chapter, and it was like... That's the way the final chapter should have been. The way that was like, okay, we're having an engagement party, we're talking, we got the little thing with... It was all fluff. There was really no substance. But that's the substance. The substance is the fluff. And that's what I came for. You know what I mean? But like Thomas, it was like, oh, okay, let's have this weird little thing where like he's working too much and we don't get to talk. And then we have the wedding. No, you should have just gone straight into the wedding. You didn't need that little like fake substance bullshit, like weird thing in the middle of it. You know what I mean? And like Iki's like, okay, yeah, there was a lot of like nothing going on. But at least I kind of feel like for his, a lot of nothing going on. These were the ones from this one. There was a lot of nothing going on, but like, it wasn't, I feel like Toma's had a lot more of nothing going on. And like Iki's was like, you know, oh, I'm starting my job and it's really stressful. And then we had, and again, we didn't really need any of that. We could have just kept it fluffy, but you know, at least I don't feel like it dragged on, even though, I mean, I know I talked a lot. That's why this one was an hour and a half, but like, it didn't feel as boring and as frustrating as Toma's when you get to the end and you're like, oh my god, why are we still doing this? Like this one, the after chapter was like, okay, we're graduating, we're gonna get engaged, even though we got married and freaking later, so whatever. And then we had the little party thing. There was a little bit of conversation, but they didn't drag it out. We're like, okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the times I worked here. Going on and on and on and on and on. It was quick and fast and to the point. And like, I mean, it still took about 20 minutes to do, but it was 20 minutes of like kind of the fluffy filler that you expect to see. And we had this touching moment and when we're done. Not like, okay, now we leave. And then there's a thing where there's a whole conversation with him and a woman. And then I'm a little bit jealous, but then he reassures me that he loves me. And then we have a 10-minute wedding ceremony. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And this is our last CG, but like, you know what? This is the perfect one. This is a beautiful CG. We're just going to end it here. But anyway, I do feel like overall, I don't think this one was as bad. Toma's got to me where I was like, oh my God, are we done yet? And maybe it's because I don't like Toma, or it just had a lot more unnecessary filler, and this one just balanced it better. But I do think overall, these after stories should be more fluff, less substance, and they're trying to put substance in them and make them point, like have a point. And it's like, the point could just be fluff. You know what I mean? You don't have to manufacture conflict with like, oh, Iki's never home and then he's really tired and it's because his eyes are working and then we have to go do this and then we're helping him and then whatever. I mean, you get the little moments. I mean, I don't think we'd have gotten the moment with him putting the bunny mask on if we hadn't done that scenario and that was worth it. But, you know what I mean? Like, you don't kind of need that. It should just all be kind of a cute, fluffy thing. But also not like the way Toma's was, where it was like, let's look for apartments and then let's go to work and then we're coming home and who's making dinner tonight? And it's like, all right, this is boring fluff. Like, no, we need like cutesy fluff, like short, cute, to the point. Like, I don't think Iki's was as bad to me because I feel like, okay, yeah, we went to work and maybe it's because the segments were shorter and we didn't have unnecessary, like a lot of unnecessary conversations. Like, I don't know, Thomas just felt like there was a lot. You're like, are we still talking about this? Didn't we talk about that in the last scene? Why are we doing it again? And then the unnecessary kind of weird thing in the middle where like he's working so much and then we don't talk. And it's like, that didn't need to be there. we didn't need to put that manufactured drama in there really. Like it didn't have a point. Like, I don't know. I think other games have done the fluffy little after stories better. Like they want to give you substance, and it's like either give me full substance where there's like several hours of like an actual plot, or just give me an hour of fluff. Don't try to give me an hour or so of, well, we're gonna a little bit of plot and then it doesn't make sense and then we're just rambling, and you know what I mean? It's like these have moments though. Like where they're good, like again, the Toma Cage thing, and then like the whole bunny mask part. Like where you're like, it's this is unnecessary bullshit, but I'm here for it because it's funny and it's entertaining, and it's not like today I typed a bunch of words and then I stay, you know. I do at least feel like the little working scenes with him, like helping him out, at least they were kind of short, and it wasn't like we've been here for 20 minutes talking about doing this work. They were very short, done over, you know what I mean? Like, so I feel like it did a little bit of a better job, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I like Iki a little better, so it was easier for me to stomach, but I do still feel like they're kind of full of unnecessary stuff. And I definitely don't with Iki feel like, so that review that I saw, I was like, oh, I hate him. They made him so jealous and it's not like him. And it's like, I don't feel like anything in here was like really offensive to Iki as someone who loves Iki. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not bothered by it. He had that moment, but it was like quick and over with. So it was like this hot moment of, it makes me jealous that people are talking about you, and you're like, but I love you. And then like what, and then we're done. Like, you know what I mean? And the rest of it, him being a little weird, was more like, because I'm really stressed out about my job and people are leaving and I don't want to burden you with that. Like, that's a normal thing that they all do. Oh, I don't want to burden you. It's like, that's what I am here for. We're supposed to burden each other with this shit. That's what support is. You know, I get it. Sometimes you feel like you're overburdening, but you know what I mean? Like, so there's always going to be that kind of conflict. So I'm not mad about that. And like, his jealous thing was like literally like 2 minutes. So like, I guess I was expecting it to be a lot worse. And I kind of came into it thinking like, oh, this is going to make me hate Iki. No. I hate the writers because I feel like they just kind of half-assed it and threw some shit in for the most part. And some stuff's good and a lot of it's just kind of boring and like whatever. But that's just overall. I feel like they gotten lazy, you know? But I don't hate Iki at all. And I don't think they did a bad job with his character. You know what I mean? It's like, it is what it is. It's just there. There's nothing, few fantastic moments. Again, the bunny mask thing, Thomas Cage thing. So they've got moments here and there where like, this. And then there's just, the rest of it's like, just is what it is. But yeah, nothing that made me hate Iki or think they did him dirty or anything, like, in general. Any more than like, well, you're kind of just throwing some shit together. You know, and they're not putting anybody in the best light. Like, oh my god, this is the best, romantic, wonderful. It's like, it is what it is. It's here. It's just extra content for you to spend with your character, but it doesn't make me... I was going to say, it doesn't make me love them or hate them anymore. But honestly, Thomas didn't make me hate him anymore. And in fact, I actually didn't hate him at all in his. So I guess that's technically making me like him a little. I don't like Toma. But since I didn't despise him in his stuff, I have to be like, I mean, they could have done worse there. They actually like made him slightly better where he's tolerable. So, I mean, that's a plus, right? Anyway, I don't know. I thought Iki's was fine. Again, good moments, but overall it's just fine. It's nothing like, oh my god, it's so great. Some good CGs, some of them, like that one prior to this one, was a little questionable. Like, the art's a little weird, but I feel like that happens with these CGs. Like, some of them are great, and some of them you're like, there is something off about these. But this one's lovely, you know. But anyway, we will finish Iki next time. We'll do the conversation kind of one where we just have our little datey thing, and we do our little talky thing, and then we have our little scenario that we do in the working segment with the chibis. So that'll be a short part, but this one was like super long, so whatever. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.